So how come you can trust Apple to repair your faulty Apple Watch, but you can't trust God with your broken heart? Hi guys, my name is Ekira Krama and welcome to another episode of Wisdom Wednesday. Psalm 147 verse 3 says, "He heals the brokenhearted and he binds up their wounds." There are many of us that go through traumatic experiences. Even as you have gone through this experience, God is very much there. God is consistently knocking at the door of your heart, seeking to relieve the pressure and bring you the inner healing. As I meditated on this scripture, I wondered why it started with "He heals the brokenhearted and then he binds up their wounds." Scripture admonishes us to guard our hearts because out of it comes the issues of life, which means that your heart is the most sensitive point. Anything that enters your heart will be reflected in your decisions, will be reflected in the way you behave. If your heart is not in the right place with God, it's very hard for the Lord to heal your wounds. But when you come to a place where you take your broken heart to the Lord, where you sit with Him, the Lord begins a transformation in you that only He can do. You now find yourself ready to relinquish the things that you have been holding on to. That's why He deals with the heart first, and then He binds the wound. Binding up a wound means that you are taking away all the impurities. The Lord is cleaning it out and He is stitching it together. So when God says He's binding up your wound, He is facilitating your healing in the right direction. He's not doing it according to the ways and the processes of the world, but He's doing it according to Scripture. The walk with God is a walk of transformation. It's a walk in which you're constantly changing, constantly discarding and letting go of things. Before God releases the blessing to you, He must make sure that your heart is in the right place. When He finally releases that blessing to you, your traumatic experience from the past isn't going to be the reason why the blessing is destroyed or aborted along the way. If you find yourself consistently having to bury pain, it makes you a dangerous person. It means that the slightest things can trigger you and can destroy the very thing that God gave to you to be a blessing, not just to you, but to others around you. God hasn't called you to bury your pain. He wants you to relinquish to Him and watch Him begin a healing process that only He can do.